Hey, Summerlin, how are you? Happy Friday. Hope you had a great week. We had a busy week here in the office. As always, let me get right to it. If you missed the meeting yesterday, you missed a good one. Make sure you watch the video down below or go to the YouTube channel. Brent Jones came in, our favorite appraiser, gave us the scoop on appraisals. Appraisers aren't happy. The reason they're not happy is that the data for seller concessions that's normally in MLS that helps them evaluate the property and give an appraised value for your buyer, that's not there anymore. So if you're a listing agent, be prepared to get phone calls from appraisers that are appraising a property in the neighborhood of a property that you just sold 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 8 months ago. Okay, they're going to be calling you up wanting that data. So it's not what we want. Okay, we're fighting with the lawsuit and the powers that be to get that seller concession back in MLS because it's really important for appraisers. But it's not there now, okay? Also, Brent talked about a company, his website, valuetest.ai, valuetest.ai. Go there, it's a free site. It's a great CMA type tool that I would recommend you run their report and bring it on your listing appointment with your CMA or with your RPR. This valuetest.ai, spit it out, Tim, is just another tool to bring with you on a listing appointment, and it's free. So make sure you go to that website, okay? Also, the new BBRA is in Transaction Desk. The RPA is in Transaction Desk. The new listing agreement is in Transaction Desk. Everything is up and running. The only BBRA you should be using is the one that says exclusive or non-exclusive at the top. If you have the old one, throw it away. Okay, we don't want that one, okay? So all the forms in Transaction Desk is updated. They've had some issues in the last week or so, out of our control, of course, as a different company. As a matter of fact, our CDA on Transaction Desk is not working. It's not fillable. We fixed it to a certain extent until they do. It's in SkySlope. So if you have a deal, it's closing, go into SkySlope. Under Working Documents, you'll find the CDA, and you'll fill it out there to make sure you get paid. If you have any questions about that, reach out to Maria. She'll explain it to you, okay? So the CDA is now in SkySlope until Transaction Desk gets that up and running, which might not be anytime soon, gang. So keep that in mind. Also, at the meeting, we covered 2 clauses that we recommend you consider using when you go on a listing appointment. This will be in the additional terms, okay? Because we've all been talking about for 2 weeks now. Okay, Tim, I go on a listing appointment. My seller is going to pay me 3 bananas, and he wants to give the buyer 3 bananas. How can I tell the buyer that? Well, you can't tell the buyer that unless they call you, of course, and your seller is okay with you divulging it. But in additional terms, we have 2 different clauses that you could use. One, you could write out exactly what the co-op's going to be, a percentage, or the second one is basically the same terminology, but all it says is that your seller is willing to pay a co-op without you disclosing what that number is, okay? So read both clauses. I think they're self-explanatory, but if you get stuck on it, call me, call Wendy. We spent a good 35 minutes at the meeting yesterday. The meeting went way overboard. It was a phenomenal meeting, standing room only. We started at 9:30. We didn't finish until after 11 o'clock. That's how much information we shared with Brent, with John, with Heather, lots and lots of great stuff, but we went over those 2 clauses as well as another new form. You guys have been wanting this. It's called the Rental Compensation and Showing Agreement. It's a mouthful. I'm calling it the Renter BBRA. So if you have a renter, you're not using the BBRA that's in Transaction Desk. You're going to use this form, the Rental Compensation and Showing Agreement. There's a copy down below. It's in Transaction Desk. That's the form you're going to use to represent your tenant, where you're going to put in your fee. Whatever your fee is that you want to collect from the tenant, separate from possibly what the co-op is, but whatever's in that BBRA, you could put that dollar amount. And one more thing, gang, we've said this many times, but some of you aren't getting it. Whatever you put in the BBRA, 2 bananas, 3 bananas, 4 bananas more, whatever's on there, that's all you're going to get. You can get less, but you can't get more. Really, really important. You'll never put 0 on a BBRA, okay? If you don't know why, call me or Wendy. We'll explain that to you. But make sure you have something on the BBRA. We need one for every file, okay? There's no waiving that. We have to have it for every file, but not for renters. For renters, we have the Rental Compensation and Showing Agreement. I call it the rental BBRA. Okay, so we got some new forms here for you. And again, we covered them all in the meeting. Like I said, it was a great meeting. Went overtime, which was great. No one left. We had all this great information to share, but the forms are down below, and they're also in Transaction Desk. And last but not least, if you don't have your ABR designation, we're going to save you $400 or $500. It's free this Tuesday and Wednesday, live here in the office or on Zoom through Key Realty. Key is sending their instructor, Tamara. If you don't know who Tamara is, Tamara Tiriosu, great instructor, realtor here in town, owns her own company. She's going to be here live Tuesday and Wednesday teaching the ABR class. But you need to go to the QR code that's in the flyer below and register. Suzanne cannot help you register. I can't help you register. It's through Key. So if you want your ABR and you don't want to pay for it, it's free. Take the class, register Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, gang, that's all I got for you. Today is MLS Tech Forum Day, so a lot of us are going over to Orleans, so we'll check out what the newest MLS Tech stuff is. If you need anything, I'm around. Wendy's around most of the weekend, so reach out to us. Otherwise, I'll see you all next week, okay? Take care.